Everybody feels good when they are called for a good thing. So why would anybody want to stay where they are appreciated? No, salary is the least. Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Okamaka Ude and I'm your positivity coach. Today we're going to talk about everything else positivity as usual, however, in the workplace. So most people have been asking, is it only humans that should have positivity? But I must tell you, anywhere a human being is, there should be positivity, and I'm sure the workplace is not left out. However, what we don't know is positivity in the workplace is what makes employees get retained. I said it. Employees don't leave organizations if they love what they're doing and they are engaged. That's what causes employee retention. And it all starts with being positive, creating a positive atmosphere in the workplace. I'm going to share today some of the tips or some factors that help employees get retained because they are engaged. So sit back and enjoy this ride. Number one is leadership. Obviously, leadership caps it all. Not entirely, but it's on the top list. Do you know who a leader is? A leader, according to John C. Maxwell, is the one that knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So a leader is someone that should be inspiring. Others should emulate the leader. Therefore, if a leader goes the wrong way, others will go the wrong way. So if a leader becomes toxic, I'm sure you know what the others will do. In the course of my career over the years, I've worked with some good number of leaders, and I can tell the difference. Yes, I can tell the difference. I've worked with some leaders that everything we did in the unit was to make sure that the leader shines, because he or she had shown a good example of how to carry people along, how to serve, the leaders that will serve and allow others to thrive whilst being themselves. It doesn't take anything away from them. That's the kind of leader we want. So leadership help organizations thrive because they will retain their employees who are already engaged. And what caused the engagement? A positive energy that was shared by the leader. Number two, trust. We can't overemphasize trust. Trust is not going to be overemphasized, because when employees trust each other, when they know I have your back, you have my back, and when they know that I'm not trying to do anything to jeopardize your work, or I'm not going to steal your work, or I'm not going to put you down just because I want to shine. I trust that you're always going to be in support of me, not for the wrong things, but for the right things, and also help me to become better. Why won't the employees get engaged and love what they're doing? Because the atmosphere breeds trust, because there's positive energy that is being spread around. That causes employee engagement and ultimately retention. Number three, this one is what I always encourage people to do. The relationship in the office space should be cordial and positive. All the bickering, all the unnecessary competition shouldn't be encouraged, because it breeds unhealthiness. And most times, trust me, the leaders are the ones that do this. And the leaders we're talking about here are not the servant leaders. They're not the transformational leaders. They're not the authentic leaders. They're the leaders we don't want in our workspaces. Those leaders try to do divide and rule because they feel when they do divide and rule, the employees or their subordinates will be more motivated to achieve their set goals. But I tell you, it doesn't work that way. Most times it doesn't work that way. You see a team or you come to an organization and you smell, you could sense, you could feel the animosity, you could feel the antagonism, you could feel the bickering, the loggerheads, because everybody is trying to be above each other, step on each other's toes. Nobody cares the toes they're stepping on. It's so unhealthy, so toxic. It's so toxic. Trust me, good talents, real talents don't thrive well there. Employees leave those organizations. Immediately they get in, they're leaving. Immediately they get in, they're leaving. most employees leave organizations not because of the organization, but because of their managers. So people leave bad managers, not the organizations. So when there's no good relationship in the office, the workspace is acrimonious. The workspace there's so much cantankerousness. There's bound to be disengagement. There's bound to be high turnover. There's no positivity there. So try and breed good relationship in the office. Let there be good relationship. Let there be good connection, healthy connections. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And the rest is history. Trust me. The fourth one will be open communication. Let there be no shrouded secrecy. Open communication. Mean what you say and say what you mean. That way, and this open communication also culminates to trust. If you mean what you say, and I don't have to interpret or try to dissect or try to assume, or maybe she's saying this, or maybe she's saying that, or maybe, just maybe. Why give room for maybes? Let your communication be clear, and let what you mean be what you really mean. Because I've found out during my career that people try to just tell you what they want you to hear, right? And they keep some for themselves. And later on, you find out that they did it on purpose so that you would have gone to make a mistake with the one they've given you. They'll just give you some 30% of the information and hold 70 for what? It doesn't breed positivity. But when there's communication and it is open and it is transparent, it doesn't allow gossip to thrive because everything is in black and white, right? And every other person knows what is going on. Nobody is in the dark. Everybody knows the end and the tail, right? And the office is healthy. The workplace is healthy, thereby increasing productivity, increasing brand appreciation, and the bottom line is also increasing. Last of it all, well, not the least though, but for today, the last for us is employee recognition. That's also employee appreciation. I cannot overemphasize this. Yes. Research has shown that 2.7 times engagement is when employees get appreciated. Invariably, it means that employees get more and more engaged 2.7 times when they are recognized and when they are appreciated. What do you think that will happen if employees do this in an organization? If they are appreciated, they will go overboard. They will go overboard to ensure they make productivity a norm. They will ensure that they bust their targets. They do everything to ensure that the organization is on the top list of high performance. Trust me, when employees know that they're going to be recognized, they do all they can to make that list of recognition. Everybody feels good when they are called for a good thing, when they're not appreciated for a good cause. So why would anybody want to stay where they're appreciated than go to where they're not appreciated? What people get wrong is, people leave organizations or people get engaged or stay in organizations because of salary. No, salary is the least. It doesn't even make the list at all. Salary, most times doesn't make the list. So these factors, these are the things that make employees get engaged because of its positivity and because of the good feeling they experience when those things are in place. Why wouldn't you, as an HR person, begin to implement this in the organization where you are? So I charge you, the leader, why wouldn't you begin to pick one of those and do in your own organization? Till I see you again, please don't fail to subscribe, like, and share this video. And also, if you're new on this channel, please subscribe. And for all these that are goodies, see you next time. Bye-bye.